One of the big issues in world politics, if not the biggest, is why some states are more powerful than others, and what the consequences are for international politics because of the uneven distribution of power across the world. A related issue, of course, is what happens to the world when power shifts from one state to another, or indeed from one region to another. In the past, when we have witnessed such great shifts, the result has rarely been peaceful. Thus, when France became increasingly powerful following the French Revolution, a near 25-year war followed. The economic rise of Germany a century later was one of the more obvious causes of World War I, and in the same way, the rise of the United States and the Soviet Union following World War II was the principal cause of the Cold War. By the same token, when great powers fall, as they have done throughout modern history, the outcome is rarely peaceful either. But does history repeat itself? Is history an accurate guide to the present, or simply a toolbox from which we can draw useful lessons? These are key questions as we look at the rapidly shifting international landscape today. Newspaper headlines are full of stories about terrorism, failed states in the Middle East, and the tragedy represented by migration. However, behind the headlines, much larger shifts in the tectonic plates of power are taking place. Is the once dominant West now in retreat? And will the East, in the form of Asia, replace the West at the heart of the world system by the end of the 21st century? Now, many believe this is bound to happen, given the rise of China at the center of a new Asian order and the many challenges facing the West today. Indeed, the two great events of 2016, the UK's vote to exit the European Union and the election of Donald Trump in the United States, are read by some as signs that the Western liberal order is in deep trouble. And to add to the West's many woes, one of its most successful constructions, the European Union, remains mired economically and divided politically against itself. Meanwhile, China looks set to continue its upward ascent, and Asia its economic drive towards ever greater prosperity. Indeed, if Goldman Sachs is to be believed, by the year 2050, China will be the biggest economy in the world and India the third largest. In 1950, Asia was an economic pygmy, representing no more than 5% of world production. A century later, it could well be more than 60%. That is the scale of the change. Still, the West, it is argued by a number of other writers, retains a significant structural power. Thus, the United States remains by far the most productive economy in the world. It also spends more on defense than the next 10 countries put together, and it has a formidable array of dependent allies worldwide. Even the European Union, many insist, should not be underestimated. With its numerous world-class companies, its array of internationally recognized universities, its stable political systems, and its strong institutional connections, the EU will remain a major international actor moving forward. To talk, therefore, of a major power shift in which the West is the loser is premature. The West still rules for now.